Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Let's Read. Today, we are going to be diving back into January and finishing up the final segment of this story. Going to be short but strong. Today, we have with us some new people. So, for those who are not familiar, well, which should be all of you, Bry is actually our audio man to help get these videos done proper and faster. If you're wondering why everything is louder and easier to hear, that's because of him. Blame him for why your ears are out right now.
Thank you, Bry.
Thank you.
No problem. That's what I do.
He makes the big bucks because I give him the big bucks. He is the reason why we are at a net worth of negative $200
Negative $200
for this show.
Well, I'm positive. I don't know about you.
In more ways than one.
Blood, sweat, and tears right there.
Yeah.
But anyway, why don't you introduce yourself a bit? Say hi to the people.
Hey guys, I'm Brian. That's really it.
Special guest star, big streamer boy.
Yeah, it's not true. But yeah.
And then we also have back with us David Aragon.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, my man? And Sasquatch is here too.
Greetings. How you guys doing?
And last but certainly not least, we have Stanton High with us.
Hi, guys. Glad to be back. Let's get this going.
Yeah. And are you picking up the squeaking from my chair?
Yes.
A little
Yeah.
bit. A little
Yeah.
Darn
bit.
it.
No squeaky for you.
You know what? I'll keep in the ask if I'm about the squeaking, just so that people don't think that that's just like me farting or something.
It's him squeaking.
It's my chair, I swear.
I was gonna say it sounded like a dying cat, but that might not be appropriate for this comic.
Hey,
And we're gonna have to edit that out.
She lived through the power. Actually, that's fucking. You know what's funny about January?
What's funny about January?
So, it wasn't until like halfway through finishing it and like having the whole ending done that I was like, man, I just realized that the entire fucking premise of this, or the whole message of this, is that depression was solved through the power of friendship.
Oh,
Hey.
I mean, really, that's really all what this story is about. It's really about family.
That's
It's
adorable.
about family. You know, sometimes that's what you need in this world. Sometimes you just need a nice, sweet story about friendship.
Aw.
Now, on an unrelated note, Bry, as the special guest, you are going to be playing Mike.
Oh no, I can't read though.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Look,
Amazil,
just
can you-
because you're the audio guy doesn't mean you're blind. Come on.
I mean,
Can you give it a
I'm still
link?
dyslexic as fuck, but yeah, sure.
Right? Don't worry
Yeah,
about
also-
it. We have an editor that fixes everybody's mistakes, so you sound
Yeah.
so you can fuck up as
He's
much
gonna
as
make
you
it
want.
sound
Oh.
great.
I
It's
just
gonna
realized-
sound great.
I just realized I'm gonna have to listen to myself. Oh no.
Ah, yeah. You fool.
First
like
time,
your own mistakes, just like in real life.
Alex would say he's annoyed at listening to himself every single time.
Ha! Joke's on you. I always have to listen to myself because, despite the fact that we have an audio editor, I still edit the videos. So
I
I
love
just have to
listening
listen.
to the sound of my own voice. I don't know about you guys.
I don't.
Well, yeah, you got a voice like smooth jazz.
That's not fair, man. That Spanish accent, man. I'm sure you get all the ladies.
I
Dude.
get him to fuck off.
Does
Dude,
a
I
Spanish-
would love that. Dude.
Does a Spanish accent work if you live in a Spanish country?
No,
Hmm.
neither is being white and nerdy and poor.
Anyway,
Aw.
nerdy. You're the embodiment of the Weird Al Yankovic song.
That's right.
God damn it!
I
You know
don't
what?
even
I'm
know.
just gonna fucking put the rod inward so I don't lean back and it doesn't squeak. Wait, no. This bad boy needs some WD-40. But anyway, actually, David, due to popular choice, and because for reasons that we will explain next episode, I promise. Jose, who originally did the Paolo voice, is not here. So, for
Ah.
popular command, you are going to be playing the role of Paolo today. He is the man
Alright.
with spiky hair.
Should I try Jose?
No, don't be a Jose. He's meant to be like well, I always say the cue that or prompt that I gave him the best results was kind of like this guy who wants to beat Duke Nukem. So he does a impression of him, or he did it for a long time, and then it just stuck. Oh, actually, Bry, you
Yep.
have the first line.
All right, so I'll start it off. Hey,
Mike.
hey, Paulo, what's up?
Excuse you, it's Paolo,
Fuck. All
not
right,
Paulo.
Paulo. Okay.
Okay, so that's just an in joke because everyone says it's Paulo. If you go into the community board, they say it's Paulo. But as the first, and I rare this with pride, the first and only person to actually make a fucking series that dubs over the canon, it's Paolo. And I will only ever think of it as Paolo.
Pal. Oh, it's your pal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because another person actually quickly got why I thought that, and it's because of Lizzie McGuire. If you've ever watched the Lizzie McGuire movie, there's a character in there named Paolo, and if you know that it's spelled Paolo, but me as a kid, I never fucking saw it, so I thought, Paulo. I guess that's how you spell that. That's how it's pronounced. I know that this is how this said. I've never heard the word Paulo before. That don't make sense to me. It sounds like a cereal. Get yourself a bowl of Paulos over
Polo.
here.
Pollo. That sounds like pollo.
I've heard of Pauls. I've heard of Paulos, but I've never heard of Apollo. And as such, that is his name.
Hey, Paulo, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. I'm glad you could make it. Now come.
Why is she here?
Who? Rachel? Well, it is her birthday.
I'm talking about Lucy. Why is she here?
Well, if I had to guess, it was because she was invited?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
Oh, come on, dude. Dude, where are you going?
I'm looking for another way around.
What? Dude, this isn't your house. You don't know where shit is. Oh, come on, man. It's a party. We're trying to have a good time.
That's exactly why I don't want to go there.
What? Just because Lucy's in there? Dude, seriously? What are you so scared of?
Just forget it. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, you wouldn't understand. That's fucking classic. You know, I'm Lucy's friend too. I've known her for like 4 years now. And most of that time was spent either hearing or dealing with your bullshit. So I think I understand.
Then you know why I don't want to be there.
Yeah, it's because you're too much of a pussy to actually confront her about your problem.
I love that face. He looks so offended.
Oh, so it's my problem that I don't want to deal with her after everything she did to me?
What are you talking about? Lucy hasn't done anything to you for months, and you've been avoiding her like the plague. Right now, the only one causing problems here is you.
Funny how you only start caring about Lucy after breaking up with Jasmine.
What did you just say?
Mikey, is everything all right, guys? I heard yelling and
Yeah, everything is fine. Don't worry about it, Daisy.
Also, I just realized that that is so unfortunate. Look right there. That there
What's-
is a screen cap. That is where my cursor was.
Ah,
Oh man, why? Anyway,
Mike was lost, and I was trying to tell him the party's in the other room.
I didn't ask you to do that for me.
Yeah, well, I took it upon myself.
You sure? You're not just doing this for someone else?
Well, damn, you caught me, Mike. I'm just doing this for Rachel. Because in case you forgot, this is her birthday party, not your pity party. Everyone's here to have a good time, Mike, and you're free to join us. But if you do us all a favor, will you? Check your baggage at the door. Excuse me, I have a party to attend.
What was that all about?
Nothing. I'm going home.
Wait, what? Oh, poor Daisy in those last 3 panels. She's just progressively getting more sad. Also, this whole episode is just going to be a series of mic drops. No pun intended. That there's Paolo's mic drop, and we're about to see Daisy. Come on, Mikey. You just got here. You can't just leave.
Why not? I'm clearly not welcomed.
What? Because of Paolo? Come on, Mikey. He's just being silly. You know how he is. You're not unwelcome. Paolo even said that you're welcome to join us, although he was pretty rude. But he just doesn't want you being all angsty about it. Come back inside. I'm sure everyone will be more than happy to see you. This is the first party where everyone's here. Even Lucy made it, and...
Daisy, I'm sorry, but I can't. If I go in there, it's just going to stir up more drama.
Come on. I thought you were over Lucy by now.
It's not that simple, Daisy. I
thought that was why you moved to the new table in the first place.
Wait, you knew it was about Lucy?
Was I not supposed to? No offense, Mikey, but it wasn't that hard to piece together. I know you were just trying to take some time away from her, but I think it's gone on long enough.
Daisy, you don't get it. I'm not trying to take time away from her. I'm trying to get away from her.
How long do you plan on keeping this up? You can't ignore her forever.
Why not? Why should I have to deal with her after everything she's put me through?
Because she's our friend, Mikey, and we don't abandon our friends.
She's not my friend, and I'm done playing nice with her. I left the table so I wouldn't have to deal with her anymore.
Really, Mikey? Did you really think you could just move to another table and everyone would take your side and no one would care about Lucy?
Well, I knew you would, and it's funny how only now you care. You didn't have to join me.
Did it? I only did it because I thought it was temporary and... Wait, you knew I'd join your side? Dum. Never mind, just come back inside, Mikey. You don't have to leave like this.
No, I've made my decision. I'm not going to deal with her anymore.
Mikey, come on! If you leave, you're just going to make things worse for the rest of the group.
And that's my fault? Why am I responsible for everyone else's actions? If Paula wants to deal with her, so be it. Let him play rebound for Lucy. I'm done.
Play rebound? He just wanted you to go inside.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure it doesn't have anything to do with Lucy. And the fact he just broke up with Jasmine?
Come on, Mikey, you're being ridiculous. Come back inside and hang out with us.
Why? It's just going to be the same bullshit. You're going to make me play nice with her and deal with her crap. I've told you already, I'm done babysitting her. Let Paolo deal with her shit. I am done.
You know what? You win. If you want to be all angsty and broody by yourself, go ahead. But don't blame us for wanting to see her. Just because you don't want to deal with her anymore doesn't mean you have to drag us to pick your side.
I didn't drag you to do anything. You joined me. You could stay with her for all I care. You have so much in common.
Make it so difficult sometimes.
Maybe Abby can show Paolo how to be a rebound.
Wait. What did you just say?
What did you say, nigga?
This is perfect for this. That's why you thought I joined you. You. How dare you? How dare you? You!
What the?
How dare you? You hypocrite!
Daisy, what are you?
How dare you call Abby and Paolo rebounds? Who do you think you are? How can you accuse Paolo when out? But if I recall, wasn't there someone who actually did use Lucy as a replacement for someone? Who was it again? Oh yeah, you!
Daisy, calm down.
No! I will not calm down. You used me. You knew I still loved you, didn't you?
I had no idea.
You goddamn liar. You knew I'd follow you no matter what. Despite everything, I would always take your side because I still had feelings for you. And you know what? You're right. I loved you. And as much as I'd hate to admit it, I still do. Deep, deep down in a dark part of my heart, in a place I cannot reach, I still have feelings for you. Despite how the rest of my heart feels, despite how boneheaded you can be, despite how much I know it'll never happen, that part of me still holds on. No matter what, I still love you. And maybe I always will. And I hate it. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because I also love Abby. And more than that, he loves me too. And that is more than you were ever going to give me.
Daisy, I have.
No! Don't speak. Don't say anything. I know already. You're gonna say something. I don't know what. But it's gonna make me forget why I'm mad at you. It's gonna make me forgive you. And I'm not ready to do that just yet. The gloves are coming off, boys. This is the moment.
Oh snap!
How are you feeling, Bri? Are you ready?
I feel like I'm about to get slapped.
Yes, you are. We're about to feel what every BCB fan, old school BCB fan, has wanted to happen to Mike for years. And they still do.
Oh boy.
And why the whole December scene was wrong in the first place. You used me. You used us. You ran away from Lucy, and worse than that, you dragged us along with you.
What would you have me do? Lucy was ruining my life, so I wanted her out. I wasn't dragging you along,
Then why didn't you tell us instead of leading us on?
because I knew this would happen. Just because I don't want to be with the person who had abused me, suddenly I'm the bad guy and I'm responsible for her shit? So I left, alright? I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys, but none of you'd have had my back if I had left Lucy.
Are you for real? I've been saying that for years. I've always said how awful Lucy was, and how she doesn't deserve you. I always said that she shouldn't keep treating you like that, remember? But you'd always tell me, oh, you just don't understand. It's not like that. You know what? I believed in you. And even if I didn't like how she had treated you, I bit my tongue. Because I knew you were just doing what you thought was right. But this is wrong. Look, I know I got on your case, and yeah, I told you to play nice, but it was only because the drama between you two was so bad, it was ruining everyone's year.
And that's my problem?
Yes, it is! Because instead of talking it out and dealing with it like friends, you chose to, how do you put it, dance around the subject and give everyone headaches. There, problem solved, the Lucy way, right? You know, Mikey, what Lucy did to you was wrong. It was awful. And you didn't deserve it, but this isn't right either. Look what's happening. You're splitting the group apart and forcing us to choose a side. And I don't want it to be like that. Don't force me to make that call, Mikey. I don't want to lose you, but Lucy is my friend. Our friend. And we don't turn our back on our friends in need. And you don't want to deal with our problems? Fine. But don't make it our problem too. I know you don't want to deal with Lucy. I get that. But that doesn't mean you have to make an ultimatum of it. You had no right, Mikey. You can't force us to choose to either stay with you and leave Lucy, or stay with her and watch you go. That's not fair.
What was I supposed to do?
I don't know, Mikey. I can't fix this for you. All I can say is, you shouldn't have split us up. It doesn't have to be like this. Just come inside and say hi. Or just, please.
I'm sorry, Daisy. I just can't.
Fine then! Just go! Leave! If that's how you want to act, then go. If you can't talk to her or even just acknowledge the person you once cared for, you had almost died for, because of some stupid drama you should have dealt with long ago, then maybe Lucy was right. You really are a jerk. And there's the big mic drop. Well, no pun intended, of course. How was it, Elmi? Was it all you had dreamed of?
Yeah, Mike got fucking bitch slapped.
Sass is muted right now. I don't know what he thinks. He is speechless.
Thought that my well, I heard this the first time. I'm hearing it again. I maintained my review of it last time.
Well, you can say it once
It's
more.
basically slap
or
Mike
again.
hour.
It is the bully Mike hour. We have gone this entire story. This man has been absent through the entire story. He missed everything. But everything that happened was because of him. This is his comeuppance.
The reason why the play was so bad was because of you, Mike.
Real quick, does he know that Lucy tried to kill
No.
herself?
No.
Okay.
Anyway. So he tries to call out for her once more.
Days.
And she shuts the door on him, leaving him out in the snow. Then he hears someone.
No.
Hey! God damn it! Get back here, Mike! Don't you run away from me! Mike! Stop! Mike, we need to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. Just leave me alone.
Oh my god, seriously? You're being impossible, Mike. I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to talk. Sorry, a bit of backstory. So, this is for all the old people in the audience who actually know BCB. This is what is known as a callback. So, like in early volumes, they had this thing where Mike would run away from Lucy, and she would chase after her, and it would make her feel better about herself. And Mike was always faster and better at everything than her. But as you can see, the tables have turned, and Lucy is able to catch up with him.
You have to catch me first.
Oh yeah.
Just forget about it, will ya? Yeah. How do you do that noise?
Did you have to make the cat noise?
Yeah.
That's how that's spelled.
Is that not how it goes? How do you do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
You definitely pronounced an N there. Okay, you
Yeah.
can't flip that by me.
Yeah.
There. Now, are you gonna keep running from me, or are you gonna finally fix this shit?
If you're here to kill me, just do it. But could you not give my face frostbite before you do?
And this is the final confrontation.
Fight.
Yes.
Kiss.
And then several minutes of running and escaping later. Her Mike still tries to run.
Okay, fine. Go on. Say it. I know you want to. Just do it.
And what am I gonna say exactly?
Don't act coy. It was all my fault, right? I should have done it your way, right?
Well, actually, I wanted to try to talk so we could work this out. But hey, admitting you have a problem is the first step to recovery.
Seriously? You're gonna be like this?
Well, only if you are, Mike. Being an ass was my thing, and I won't have you muzzling in on my territory.
Oh, so I'm an ass now. For not bending to your will?
No, you're an ass because you made me chase you around the block while you were literally running away from your problems.
Oh, so I'm the ass now?
Honestly, yeah, you're kind of being an ass right now.
I wasn't running away from my problems. I was running away from you. Why can't you just leave me alone?
I did! I left you alone for like a month!
Yeah? Well, I'd be better if you never came back.
Ooh, she got that twitch in her eye. Mike, you fool. You can never get rid of. You're about to get bitch slapped once more. He can never escape. Digs the hole deeper and deeper. Mike, give me your hand.
No. Why?
Mike, I'm not going to hurt you. Just give me your hand.
Why?
I need to show you something. Just give me your fucking hand.
Why do you want my
You
hand?
want to be in LA forever, right?
Are you trying to make me choke you?
Oh, my God. Mike, please just feel for it.
Feel for what? What am I even supposed to feel? What is that?
That, Mike, that is my scar.
Scar? What? Why are you?
Because I need you to understand that when you said it'd be better if I was gone forever, that I get it, okay? I get it. This scar is showing you that for just a moment, I felt the same way. Big mic drop. He found out. This is how he finds out.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, that whole bit with Paolo at the couch, that is what we called foreshadowing. Or rather, setup and payoff.
Yeah. You don't mean you didn't. No. Oh no. Oh God. Oh my God. This is not happening.
I'm sorry, Mike. It's true. About a month ago, I had tried to hang myself.
Lucy, I had no idea that I wasn't. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Mike, stop it! Stop apologizing! It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself.
What? What do you mean it's not my fault?
Cause, I mean, well, okay, it was kinda your fault. But you shouldn't blame yourself for something you didn't do.
But it was my fault. Everyone was right. I messed up. I wanted to.
You wanted to stop being my fucking babysitter. That's what you said, right? You were right. You're not responsible for my actions. It's wrong to think otherwise.
God, I wish things could go back to the way they were before.
Yeah. I think it's a bit too late for that now.
God. How the hell did we get to this point?
Well, if we're being honest, it was a group effort. But it's not like we can't fix it.
But you just said.
I said it's too late to go back to how we were before. And honestly, I don't want things to be the way they were before. I was a real jerk to you back then, and I don't want to be like that anymore. But also, and don't take this the wrong way, but I don't love you at all anymore.
Well, geez, I get it. You hate me.
No. Mike, that's why I came to talk to you in the first place. I mean, how do I put it? I don't love you, but I don't hate you. I care about you, but I want to let go. Am I making any sense right now?
No, not really.
Look, I didn't rehearse this shit, okay? Cut me some slack. I'm sorry for everything. And I know that doesn't make up for all I did to you, but I just want things to be okay between us. At the very least, I don't want us to be at each other's throats. It's because we refuse to work through our problems that we are where we are. And now look at us. All of our friends are paying for our own mistakes. Which brings me to the real reason why I came to talk with you. Mike, would you really want me back in your life?
What? Why are you asking me this?
Well, I've been spending the last month trying to get better. And I feel like I'm getting there. I've been getting help, been seeing other people, and I even got a new table. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I've finally found an out. I feel like I'm ready to move on. My only concern is, are you? Because I'm not going to leave unless you are ready to let go. I mean, I could leave. I could have just turned my back and let you walk out in the snow, all alone and not care. But that just make things worse. So, what's it going to be, Mike? Do you want me to stay in your life or do you want me to go?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Daisy and Paolo were pretty upset, and I don't think they.
Ugh. Oh my god, Mike, stop overthinking about this. Forget about Paolo, forget about Daisy. They don't matter.
But they'll.
They'll do whatever they want, and we'll have to deal with that later. But right now, that's not important. Whatever tomorrow brings will happen no matter what. The only thing that matters right now is until tomorrow comes and we have to face each other. Do you want me to be out of your hair?
I. I. I don't want you to go.
Wait, really? You're sure?
Well, yeah, I mean, Lucy, I didn't mean for you to get hurt. I just wanted to get away from the drama, from the abuse. But if you're serious about changing your way, then I guess there's no reason to leave and make things worse.
Thanks, Mike. I'm glad you care. Honestly, I was worried you were just doing it out of guilt.
Well, I do feel bad, but I still care about you getting better.
Not romantically though, right?
Oh no.
Oh Lord, no.
No?
No! Well, that's a load off my shoulders.
I'll say. I guess we should go back inside. There's still a party going on.
I don't know. When I left, they were getting kinda rowdy. Especially when they saw Daisy angry.
Oh my god, they saw that?
Yeah, probably not good for you to go back there. Actually, I was gonna say we can go to my house to.
Oh, Sammy, your pen. Are you okay?
Actually, on second thought, that's not a good idea either.
Things are gonna be pretty fucked for a while, huh?
It'll be fine. We can go to your house and talk about it. By the way, got any hot cocoa at home?
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Well, we can grab some on the way.
Ugh.
Oh, don't be angsty, Mike. Everything is going to be okay. The end. And that's it. Wow! And congratulations, everybody. We made it. We finished January in
Nice.
yeah. So essentially, I actually have a Tumblr blog, which is where January is posted, and as well as its sequel, False Idol, if you wanted to go read that. But I also have a rant blog in which I go over like the more recent chapters of Bittersweet Candy Bowl that I haven't actually read yet, and give my own personal opinions and make big rants about what happened. And a series of these, one in particular, one of the biggest rants, one of my favorite rants, is about the chapter Love Again. It's called Love Again. And I the rant was so big I split it up in two parts. The second part being about the scene where Lucy actually kills herself. Or tries to. Because January was created before that was revealed. We knew that Lucy had attempted suicide. We just didn't know how. We didn't know like what was going on with her character or anything like that. Everything from the hanging scene and onwards was all fill in the blanks. There was no scene where Lucy talked with her brother about what to do. There was no counseling scene. There was no ice cream scene. There was no figuring out prescriptions or getting a new table or trying to work through those problems. None of that happened. And so for about 4 or 5 years, readers were just subject to complete silence as to what actually happened to her until this chapter where she came back and we finally see what happened on that faithful night. And it was terrible. I have stated the bold claim before, and I reiterated that Lucy's character was better off being dead because of what happened in there. Otherwise, if you want, because there are a few other stories, there's other rants, there's other parts that we can go over, including After You, which goes into just. Actually, no, After You's not as interesting. Fucking Love Again is just the magnum opus. But it's a long one, and it is way more screamy and ranty and fun. Bri, what do you think? Because you're going to be editing these.
Yeah, we could do it if you want. I do want to hear the Yamcha thing.
Sweet. I like that. Before we do, let's actually do a quick outro because I think we should split these episodes in two. I'll probably post the rant episode like a day or two after this one comes out so that you can watch that alongside or by itself. So, final thoughts. Bri, now you have actually finally finished January. What did you think of the whole experience?
I thought it was very good for something that was like a high school drama, but it does a good job of covering very serious issues and not fucking butchering it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that you did relate to Mike quite a bit, at least with his bit with Sandy.
Yeah,
So
well,
I think
that just reminded me like the whole like just dating a girl for the first time back in high school, and I feel like he captured that really well.
he's a dopey boy.
Yeah, he's very dopey. Weird. I feel like every girl in this story is in love with him, though.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, what did you think of January then, Psycho?
I thought it was pretty good for what it is. So I thought it was pretty neat. It's a lot better than what I expected from Bittersweet Candy Bowl, but that's because you wrote it.
Yeah, that's because it's not Bittersweet Candy Bowl. So.
Yeah. So overall, I'd give it a clean 8 out of 10.
Hey, are you just doing the blank out of 10 because we're about to do the rants?
Baby.
You're a bitch. It's my job to make jokes about things that you don't know is going to happen yet.
Fine.
Like saying that part 2 was going to have people at the edge of their seats. Sass didn't read, so I don't think he got that yet. I want to hear your pain, Sass. Don't you stay muted.
What? I didn't hear you. Wait, what did you say?
I said that part 2, the bit where where it reveals Lucy is about to hang herself, that's going to have people on the edge of their seats.
Oh, fuck you. Oh.
Hey, you better get used to it, because there is no shortage.
I already am, and I still hate it.
There is no shortage of.
You put in the
terrible-
freaking joke in the last part that goes, hanging around.
Oh yeah, that was great. That
You
was.
did. Why?
She caught herself. Because that is the kind of awkward high school humor that you would expect out of high schoolers.
I hate
They're
it.
so fucking awkward and they don't know what the hell they're like. Hey,
I'm gonna ask my friends if they've ever made a joke like that in high school or heard a joke.
No, she didn't mean it. She obviously
sure.
didn't mean it. That's the joke. But yes, Stanton, what did you think of January?
I loved it, man. I thought the writing was on point. It conveyed so much emotion, and the art goes along with it so good that it really flows, even in its rough form, that you really get involved in their universe. So it makes it feel like really alive, and that's something that you don't see in a lot of comics. Is that that real life like feeling that makes you actually
It's kind of
involved
raw.
in the story. Yeah, and it's raw, and it's like it's unfiltered, and it's so real and in depth, and like all the emotions are legit. Like how each character acts is exactly how you would expect in something like that, and it's good because I think there's Obviously, a lot of thought that went into it to make it as well written and well thought out that it is. So I really appreciate that level of work when we'll do projects like this.
Thank you. What did you think, David?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Thank you, David.
I like the part where he says, "This is her birthday party, not your pity party." That's
Oh.
pretty good.
My favorite line is the one right after that, which is check your baggage at the door. Oh. I admit I stole that line directly from The Offspring.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, that's a really poetic line. I like it.
I found The Offspring because I played Crazy Taxi all the time.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they were everywhere. That is still good. All right, then. I will say in closing that January is this whole experience, this whole reading. It's interesting to go back down memory lane, and because January was meant to be kind of the magnum opus, the last shot, and making it count. So everything kind of went towards making it as nice as possible, and just wrapping up storylines, doing these characters right, and pouring everything into it. There was a lot of times, and it's interesting. It's from just a personal standpoint. So if I can get into share a bit of a personal story about the making of January. So the reason why it is the way that it is because I was half crazy when I was making this. I say it before that do not get me started on BCB because as I've made rants, and the rants that I made on the blog or the rants that I've made in my car, and with the same fervor and aggression and even more fucking crazy. It's just insane. And decided to channel that into a more proactive and more creative outlet. And January allowed me to do so with still having that same humor and being able to do a long form serious drama comic, something that I didn't think I would actually be able to do, given that I always tend to go for a more comedic sort of gag-a-day sort of thing. And the balance of it, I think, really came out. And that's why I always recommend it to people if they wanted to know, like, how I work. Because there's a lot of little bits in here, and the whole atmosphere, the way the dialogue is written, the way that the jokes are set up, the way that the characters act and interact, all that had so much thought put into it, and I think that's why it is, even through its rough bits, still shines as a heartful comic. There was so much fucking thought put into these. For reference, also, and that's also kind of going into the sequel, False Idol, which is out right now. If you wanted to go read it, I currently have like 87 or 70. I think it's 70 pages right now. Nope, 87 pages done at the moment.
Nice. Are we doing that one next?
Maybe we could. There's definitely a lot more characters in there. There's a lot more. It's not as linear as January. There's a lot more characters, and it's a lot more original in terms of, instead of going off of the dedicated plot line of the canon, False Idol follows its own different storyline. It carries off of it's like literally a month or two in front ahead of January. So it's still, all the events that happened in January have happened in this timeline. However, none of the stuff gets brought up. That's the main thing. And I'm like, I want to make a sequel. I'm like, I don't want it to be a sequel. It's not the one thing I wanted to do or refrain from doing is like being like, now it's time for January 2, in which now it appears that Paolo's depressed. And now he's doing this thing, blah, blah. And go into that stupid trap. Like, no, that's fucking dumb. We have made the solution. This is it. We're not going to fucking do any twists and turns. This whole shit is gone and buried. None of that's going to come back. This is a news story which more focuses on actually Sandy, who has gone missing. And so Mike takes it upon him, so Mike and the gang decide to make a trip out to where Sandy is and start their own like investigation and asking around, learning more about her and her workplace, who she's friends with, and what she's really like. Kind of learning more about who she is and more, and also like how that's different from how Mike thought she was, and things like that. It's really interesting. Go check it out if you want. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. And join us next time when we read the Rants. And if you wanted to know how the canon handled Lucy's suicide attempt and what's really wrong with that, how I actually feel about BCB, and why I always say this series is going to be the only series where I do not ask, even though this is a fan comic, do not read the source material. I do not ask. I cannot recommend that with a good heart, in good faith. If you wanted to know why, stay tuned for tomorrow or the next day when we release our Rant of Love Again Part 2, Electric Boogaloo with strawberry pancakes on the side. And in either case, it's time to say goodbye, boys. For now, while we go and prep to read again.
Bye-bye.
I was only here for 30 minutes.
Later.
Bye bye.
Take care.
It's all right.
Bye.